least 5 to 7 sacks that I allowed, including losing to a guy I should have won and a game of win. That's unacceptable. And also, the offensive line, yes, it plays its role, but the one thing for sure, I think I'm just gonna stay with Kansas City, the Andy Reid offense, because this is the offense I'm real comfortable with. I like they playbook part of the group, but I just gotta go back to what I like to do, and that's getting back to that offense, man. Cause I feel like Russell Wilson responds so much better in this offense to me, so much better. Because all that shit that happened to me last game, I shouldn't have happened that way, but the way just make sure that offense, the play calling was terrible. Like, the beginning of the game, yes, and you know what I'm saying, first drive, it took me 10 plus plays, gotta be using goal line bullshit. Like I ain't gonna lie, I do that sometimes, but he was using the field goal actually. And, just got sacked. Couldn't do nothing about it. I lost that game. Fair and square. Shout out to him. A fucking safety. Fucking safety. I tried to wind that ball up. Swim skills wasn't like the best, but he got the job done. 2 straight games with L's. What else? That happens.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got 2 quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Wilson's Seahawks. So let's get you up to Cincinnati Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Out to the right here to Wilson. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Here's the offense. Certainly some threats on this offense, and one of them that they target is Doug Baldwin.
Not only does he do a nice job catching the ball downfield, he's also a tremendous blocker that helps unleash the running game.
Halfback sent in motion. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
And it goes in motion here in the backfield. Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on 3rd down. Wilson.
He had better position with Wilson.
At the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Shift together here from the D-line. They will run again to Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Ryan. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. A glance at the starting unit. Julio Jones, a threat on the outside, of course.
Combines great athleticism, incredible speed, and a whole lot of toughness to be one of the better receivers in the NFL.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Ryan on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on 3rd down. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like that an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So our initial drive here this afternoon results in 3. I'm not sure that was a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
No question about it, Brandon. You had a crowd that was all fired up during pregame introductions, yet you're able to quiet them just a little bit by taking the early lead.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Robert Alford is another corner who has a lot of versatility. He can go out and cover the tallest wide receivers and work inside against the shifty slot receivers.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and got some good space for them.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great lead, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. You've got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers that have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. Of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Again, Ryan.
How is that getting open?
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10.
How is that getting open?
12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Ryan on 1st down.
Pick that, you bitch.
Incomplete. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Garden, it's the Falcons. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him
I swear,
down.
man, this offense is not that good.
Pretty good running there,
He
9
just,
yards. So it's
oh
a 3rd
man.
and 1. looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or crash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
What is y'all doing? I called for a blitz to get in there.
Set up now with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Boy. We got plenty of time.
Lead to 10 zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first.
We're not playing well.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, it's Michael.
No way.
This one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Good catch.
His man complete. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42
Much needed.
yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make the play, even with defenders around them.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field. They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that.
Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. They're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Well, I got to tell the story of this. Morning of us going to get breakfast at the hotel on the omelet line. The young man serving the omelets had on a Jay Ajayi jersey. He claimed he thinks he's the best running back in the league right now. And there might be a few above him. What do you think?
Maybe a few above him, but I like his enthusiasm. And we did notice that the purchase tag was still on it, because that was recent after the 2 200-yard games Ajayi had. But think about it this way. This was the question mark running back group. Zeke Elliott, a rookie. David Johnson out of Arizona, was he as good as what we saw at the end of last year? Melvin Gordon coming off of the knee injury of last season. I mean, you're talking about a bunch of great runners who are having years that maybe we didn't expect.
Charles, you think Matt Ryan and Julio Jones are having any fun together this year?
I mean, they're not just snickering together, right? They're laughing uproariously, having a ball, enjoying the connection, and really decimating defenses in the NFL.
Against the Bucs, Jones did it again. 111 yards, another touchdown on 8 catches. Alone to the right is Jones. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
If you're running that route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They've been back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. And here we go on first and goal. This is
Come on, how fake was that shit?
Tevin Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
What was that?
He's going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to air one out. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Second down now after the pass completion. There's Coleman.
How fake is that, man?
Midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll go with the ground attack here.
No way.
They'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make them have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
On second down, Wilson. That is caught inside.
Thank you. We're in the middle.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham, 27 yards. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he puts it through. Hushkin out to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Come on, pick that. That was me.
Altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, we got a second. Let's discuss what our crew was talking about before the game. Best quarterback so far in the league. Some thought Dak Prescott. Some thought Matt Ryan. There were a few Matthew Stafford picks in there. What do you think?
There were some pitch battles going on, weren't there? I'm just glad that they calmed down so we could actually do this game. But I think Matt Ryan with great help.
That is crazy how many times that route is killing me.
But how about Ezekiel Elliott powering Dallas? And Matthew Stafford does not get enough attention. If Detroit keeps winning, they'll be in that race.
Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Ryan. Well, this is Gabriel on the catch.
What happened? I thought it was man. I did not. Jesus.
And it'll bring up a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there that keeps the drive alive.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Ryan. The left side completion.
Fake is a bitch. I told you.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shut it down.
I really don't think that Julio Jones could be happier right now. Plenty of catch opportunities in this game. He's converted them, and his team's winning.
And Matt Ryan's happy, too, to have Julio Jones on the other side of these.
Yeah, you know, last
Make that.
time we talked
Oh,
about
come on.
teams down, and oftentimes just through a running game. These two, they can break a team down through the air.
Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
But things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country
Nah,
roads.
shit.
Certainly had. Plenty of family back there. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Alone to the right is Jones. On third down, Ryan.
How big is that fucking route?
Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge.
I just told this dude, cover it.
And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing it.
And he'll take it into
Jesus,
the end zone.
like,
Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones.
this dude, man, is dissecting my man.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead. The fade route, that seems to be becoming more and more popular in the NFL. What makes it a success?
When you have an athletic, acrobatic receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up there where he can get it and no one else. Very difficult to defend.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, Every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They'll run it now out of the gun.
That is amazing.
That time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays.
7 yards remain now on 3rd down. When the back goes into motion. On 3rd down, Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this is cut inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball.
Yeah, he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a 1-score game in the 4th. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because on his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On any guy in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ryan will throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down.
Crazy.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On first down, Ryan. And Taney with it over the middle.
How did
He's
he?
going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. No gain, and it's second down. Caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. To throw again is Ryan. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Giving 7 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now is Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And these guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Every offensive coordinator, every play call.
Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Back to throw.
No fucking way. Did you just see that? He just hurry up and select the guy.
We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. One receiver left, three to the right. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. He'll look to throw. And he's
Block shit. That's incredible. The last 2 games has in that.
Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple
In that. Come on, man.
It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Ends in that shit.
Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines.
Dude said play straight up. This game.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Lose that game again.